Dream on the beat.
What's good, y'all? DMD does it here, and today I'm coming at y'all with my rep method. Now, if you're a pure athletic finisher, this will help you a lot. Now, mind you, I was at 20% for like forever. I just stopped grinding on this player. But as soon as I started grinding on the player and using my method that I've been doing, I was at 20%, and then I got to like 70% in 4 days. So before we get into this method, you want to do this. Go to options and go to settings. Put it on pro while you in the neighborhood. Go into your training facility and then put it on Hall of Fame. That's going to make you get the Hall of Fame bonuses. But the computer going to be playing like they on pro. So it really worked for me because I was in the playoffs with the Warriors, and Draymond Green was just all on me while it was on Hall of Fame. Then once I did this, he just started sagging off me. So it made it real easier for me. So right here, you see I'm walking in the practice facility. Go ahead and press triangle, put it on Hall of Fame, and start your game. Now we about to get straight into this method. So Golden State had one to tip off. They ended up scoring. On defense, I really don't do too much. I just try to go for the block. So right here, you see me calling ISO. Now you're probably wondering, how do you call ISO when you don't have all the plays and stuff? I'm gonna show you. So I do it real quick. So all you want to do is press L1. And whatever icon is above your head, go ahead and press it. You want to be in this exact same spot to do this method. So I just do a little behind the back. Don't do it too fast. Call for the screen and just don't. So this is only the first step to the method. You want to keep doing this all the way until you get team takeover. So sometimes the opponent going to end up picking up on you that you're not going to be able to move. But just go ahead and throw it to your partner so you can get the assist for it. That's going to be working towards your double move leading to scoring your pick and roll success. And a lot of times, the opponent going to get in your way and you can just go ahead and dunk on them. And that's going to be your posterized. Posterizing this year, you get a lot of points for it. So that's why this method works so good for me. So I'm about to get the team takeover, and then we're going to get to step 2. So as soon as you get team takeover, you want to switch to your point guard, and then you want to press left on your D-pad and press R2, then press square. And that's going to activate half-court trap. So what that's going to do is going to speed up the defense. It's going to speed everything up so you can hurry up and get back on offense. That's going to make them turn the ball over, jump ball. You can sag off the player that you own while they're in the paint, and you can get an easy block. So that's mainly what I do on defense. Just go for the block, try to sag off my player as much as I can, and then try to get there on point so I can get the block. So now that you're in team takeover, you want to play as your point guard. You can call all the plays and everything. So you want to get into that same spot called ISO. Call your player to do a pick and roll, and then you just finish it with a dunk. So right there. So right here, the dude was in my way, so I went ahead and dunked on him. So for this second method, you focusing on the pick and roll finishes. So the pick and roll finishes on its own is a whole lot. And also you adding to that posterizer. So this is really all I do. So I do that first method all the way until I get team takeover. Then I do this pick and roll finishes. And then I end up with this. So with this method, it's possible to get over 100K points. Listen here. Over 100K points. That is not the most I ever had. The most I ever had was about 150. And that was against like a real trash team. So there's not much else to it. You know, this is really all I do. So the first method, do the dribble moves. Call for the screen, go dunk all the way until I get my team takeover. Get team takeover, play as your point guard, do pick and rolls with your player. And then on defense, I'm gonna show some highlights on how many blocks I got. So while you're going for these blocks, you do not want to do it when you can go into takeover. So when you could just go ahead and press R3, I just sag off. I don't play no defense at all, because if you try to get the block and then you end up fouling, your takeover is gone. So I make sure I either get the blocks before I get the takeover or after I get the takeover. So you don't never want to go for it while you're going towards your, like when you could just go on individual takeover. Yeah, we're gonna call it individual takeover. So if you in individual takeover, you do not want to go for the blocks. Just sag off, let them go ahead and score, then continue getting to team takeover. Then when you in team takeover, then you can continue going for the blocks. If that makes sense for y'all. If that ain't make sense for y'all, y'all go ahead and ask the question and try to see what I mean by that. But I hope I made sense. And the thing I like to do, I like to call team takeover as soon as I get on offense. And when they about to take out, I pull my guard all the way towards the half court line, so I don't waste none of my takeover. So that's another plus. That's a little tip y'all can use. I ended up getting fouled. I went to the line, just went ahead to drop that. But that's all I really do. Like, something so simple gets you over 100K points. And another thing, when you're doing these pick and rolls, you can go for the alley-oop. You can go for the alley-oop. If you're able to get it, if your person is open enough to get the alley-oop, you can go ahead and do it. That's additional points. But just make sure you be mindful of how many you do. I don't know if it's have a cap on it. I know when you have like 25 alley-oops, that's the cap. You can't go anymore. And then if you do it again, end up doing 26, it just completely starts you over like you didn't do none at all. So I kind of just refrained from that. Just started doing alley-oops just like for the third and fourth quarter, just to try to get some more points. So if you interested in going for the alley-oops, just make sure you be mindful about that 25 cap. But if it don't have no 25 cap, y'all let me know down below so I can go ahead and, have my back too. Before I wrap this video up, shout out to Orange Juices TV for making this video possible. I try to make sure I comment back to everybody comment. But if y'all have any other questions, y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to remember, don't stop, keep grinding. And I'm out.